Hi, today we're going to create a door plaque and add a name to it using self-adhesive vinyl. I will add links to everything I've used here in the description box below. To create the plaque, I've used one of the inbuilt shapes on the machine and I've resized this basic star to 6.25 inches high. Now the base is made from 4 layers of grey board, which comes from funkypen.co.uk. For your information, Create and Craft Cool Grey Board construction board, and you may be interested in seeing my price comparison video, and again I'll add a link in the description box. So to put the plaque together, please see the basic instructions listed in my coaster tutorial. Again, I will add the link below. The plaque is made from, as I say, 4 layers of 750 GSM grey board. The front is covered with mirror board, which I bought from Wilkinson, and the back is covered in just plain black cardstock, which I bought from the works, and I've just covered the back to give it a professional finish, and coloured in the edges with an alcohol marker. So to add a vinyl name to your plaque, you're going to need just your standard blade in a turquoise holder, Oracle 651 self-adhesive permanent vinyl, which is this stuff. Now there are different types of vinyl. There is another Oracle 631, which is it's only a temporary vinyl designed for walls and to peel off easily. The one you need for projects such as mugs and plaques is Oracle 651. So this is one to get, and it comes in a huge range of colours. Okay, you'll also need some transfer tape. Now I've got a huge roll here because I do a lot of vinyl, but I'll add a link to where you can get smaller rolls of transfer tape. You need a weeding pen or a hook. Okay, so that's to remove the excess vinyl, and a squeegee, and I think that's about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our vinyl face up on the mat and just brayer it down. Now I wouldn't actually use a mat scraper or a squeegee for applying the vinyl in case you scratch it. It's better off to use a brayer or your hand. Okay, so I want to talk about the settings in the machine. And apologies, it may be a bit wobbly because I've broken my tripod. So as you can hear, I'm just going to load my mats. Okay, now I've already sized some writing to fit, and I've just used one of the inbuilt fonts in the machine. So I'm going to go to settings. Now for me, I use a setting of -1 when I cut vinyl, and I'll explain why in a moment. And I'm just going to alter the standard blade. And normally I have it just under 1, so about there. Okay, so just pop the blade into the holder. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a test cut, because the idea is you do not want to cut all the way through the vinyl. You just want to cut through the top layer, leaving the backing sheet behind. So let's add a test cut. So we're going to add, test, and I normally just use a little triangle, and that's okay. So I'm just going to scan it in. Okay, and I'm going to just place both my lettering and my test cut over the vinyl. Okay, so I need to test the settings just to make sure I'm not going to cut through the vinyl, well, all the way through to the backing paper. So I'll just press cut. Okay. So obviously, firstly, it's cut the test cut. So let's take the mat out of the machine and let's have a look. So you want to grab your weeding pin. And you can actually see it in the light, although you may not be able to see it here. Okay, and as you can see, my settings are correct because I've cut through the vinyl, but the backing paper is intact. So I'm happy with that. So now we're going to just go back to the machine, reload the mat. Okay, and we're just going to continue on. Okay, so I'll be back in the next video to show you how to apply the vinyl.